Guys, I'm at Trader Joe's. I love this place. Don't tell my husband that I have a little bit of a crush on Trader Joe. It's like a pilgrimage for me. I don't get to come here very often, but when I do, they have wonderful low-carb goodies. And where else can you get fresh flowers for $2.99 a bunch? Yeah, I got a couple of those. Anyway, let's go in and see what amazing things we can find here at Trader Joe's. Okay, I'm back. And one of my favorite things is the coconut oil spray. Now, yes, I could use real coconut oil and melt it. And yes, there are some additives in this, including soy lecithin and natural flavors. But if you're gonna spray down a pan and bake with it, this is a really, really good option. I keep 2 or 3 at my house all the time. Another thing that I like to get is toasted sesame oil. This is fabulous for crack slaw, so I always keep it stocked. They have great prices on olive oil. This is one of my favorite brands. And they have coconut oil as well. The coconut oil here is really good, very, very mild flavor. And ours doesn't have this, but there's organic red palm oil. This is another great option. And I'm gonna take this home with me. Some of the other oils they have here are things like toasted pumpkin seed oil. This place is busier than I thought, so I'm getting a lot of looks. There's also this kind of olive oil, so there's really, really good stuff. I'm so excited about the organic red palm oil. And I'm looking to see, there's also flavored olive oils, of course, bottom shelf. There's a garlic olive oil. This is yummy. It's perfect for chicken wings. We have a recipe where you grill the chicken wings and then you toss them in olive oil so you're not heating the olive oil. Remember that olive oil heated has a low smoke point and so it oxidizes. So it's not my first choice when I'm roasting things. Now let's step across the aisle, and here are the things I keep in stock for when I travel. There is smoked trout that's canned. That's a really good option, except that it's in canola oil. So let's see if we can find one that doesn't have that. Actually, no, the sunflower oil is just not ideal either. But this is the mackerel and sunflower oil. There are whole clams. Seafood does have some carbs like clams and mussels. And crab meat. This is one of my favorite things to get. I keep this in my desk at work. It is pink salmon. It has the pop top, so it is perfect for traveling. And this with a salad with coconut vinegar and avocado oil is delicious. They have lots of options like that, so if you're in, take a peek at that. They also have sardines. Actually, this is my favorite pink salmon because it's wild caught, it's boneless and skinless, and again, it has that pop top that makes it super, super convenient. Okay, so I've really tried to love their pasta sauces, their marinara sauces. And this is an organic marinara, and it's $2.49, and I really want to love it, but it's 8 grams of carbs per half cup serving. The Rouse that I buy is more expensive, but it's 4 grams of carbs, and so for the carbs, the total carbs, I just can't afford that. This is 10 grams. This is another Trader Joe's brand, and that's too carby for me. I'll check one more tomato basil marinara, and it's 11 carbs per half cup serving. It's this brand. So again, none of that's going to work for me. I'll also look at the vodka sauce because sometimes vodka sauces are creamier. This one is showing me 12 grams per half cup serving, so that's not going to work either. Alfredo sauce, we've looked at those before, but this is Trader Joe's. Let's see what it has on it. 3 carbs per quarter cup, which isn't bad. And then let's look at the ingredients. Modified cornstarch, so for me, and sugar, so that's really a no. Again, I keep looking. I'm very hopeful. Maybe they'll make some changes. Here's a canned sauce. I'm not crazy about canned sauces unless I know it's a steel can. The carbs are 7 per half cup, and again, you're really better off. The brand from Aldi's is a much better option in terms of carb counts, and I'm looking for other things and just don't see any options. I do love to buy this, which is the sun-dried tomatoes, and when you look at the ingredients, there isn't anything added. It's 7 carbs for 2 tablespoons. I would never use 2 tablespoons because that's a lot, but the sun-dried tomatoes pack a lot of flavor in eggs, ground beef. I can show you what to do with it. It's really, really delicious. So that's a great option for you. There are other things here that I love to get, like the marinated artichoke hearts. I always check for sugars. This does not have it. It's really yummy, and I can eat that straight out of the jar. So if you come to my house, bring your own jar. This is kosher dill pickles, and there's no sugar in those. So those are other really good things. When I look at the dressings, I have not been able to find a salad dressing here that doesn't have canola oil or something else that's undesirable to me. I do buy their balsamic vinegar, which I like. This is one of them. This is a different looking brand. It's 3 carbs per tablespoon, but I do like it as far as added ingredients. It doesn't have anything I object to. And the same thing with their apple cider vinegar. It doesn't have the mother in it, but it is really good, and I always keep apple cider vinegar on hand. I heard a lot of people talk about how they buy the coconut cream at Trader Joe's, and when I look at it, it does have xanthan gum added to it, and it has sodium carboxymethyl cellulose, which is not horrible, but it's 4 grams of carbs per 1/3 cup. So if you're using it, it's not horrible, but there are better options available online if you're trying to eat really, really pure. It's okay, but it's not perfect, but it will do. One of the things that we love is the seafood, and they have sockeye salmon fillets. They have really good prices on all of those things. We really love the scallops, and I've also gotten these. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Langostino tails. Okay, I did try to pronounce it, but anyway. And the seafood blend. And the seafood blend has shrimp, calamari, and bay scallops. It is delicious. Do not miss a chance to have that. And I don't see their scallops, but the scallop package looks just like this, except it just says scallops instead of seafood blend. Really, really good for something different on the table. Okay, if you eat nuts, peanut butter, almond butter, and cashew butter are fantastic buys at Trader Joe's. They have raw, they have organic, they have the cashew butter, they have the peanut butter, crunchy, unsalted, crunchy salted, creamy salted, creamy unsalted, and here it's $2.49 a jar. I usually buy it 3 or 4 jars at a time, and the crunchy salted, that with a spoon in my office, yeah, don't tell anybody. Okay, have you heard the buzz about agave sweetener? It's supposed to be wonderful, amazing, it's all natural. No, this stuff is carbs, it's sugar. It's 16 grams, leave it on the shelf. It may be agave, it may be organic, it may get lots of hype, but it's really no better than other sugars. Herbs and seasonings are a great thing to buy at Trader Joe's. I like to buy their pure vanilla extract because it is alcohol free. It does have some sugar cane in it. Let me see if that's the one I get. Actually, this is what I get. It's the vanilla extract, the pure bourbon vanilla extract. That's the one that I like to get. It's really yummy. They have sea salt, fantastic prices on sea salt. They also have the pink Himalayan with the built-in grinder, and oops, love having that on my table. Another thing that I like to buy here is baking powder. It's $1.59. It's aluminum free, which is really important. They also have baking soda. And I use a lot of baking powder and baking soda when I'm doing low carb cooking because the flours need that to rise. So that's another really good thing. Their herbs and spices are great prices, so make sure you look at that. I like to get their ground cumin, their curry powder, and their chili powder doesn't have anything bad in it. So those are good things to get. Stay away from the chicken broth and the soups because every time I've checked it, it has stuff that we don't eat. So stay away from those for the most part. Let's see what's around the corner. Bacon. They have bacon at Trader Joe's, and I love their bacon. They have an uncured Black Forest bacon. It's nitrate free. They have fully cooked, no nitrates added. They have an apple smoked bacon. My husband loves this stuff. And then this is the same as their applewood. It's just in pieces. So if you're going to chop it up anyway, this is a lot cheaper per pound than the bigger pack. So this is something a friend of mine gets. She comes in and buys it by the case. They also have Canadian bacon. Let's check the ingredients on this. Good stuff. It has a few preservatives, but for the most part, and it's 1 carb per 3 slices. Really, really good for a quick breakfast. Sorry. They also have eggs, and I'm not going to take the time to look at that because you know what to look for. I also stock up a lot on cream when I am at Trader Joe's. Now, they only have heavy whipping cream, and remember what I've taught you. Heavy whipping cream has stabilizers in it. This does have carrageenan, but it is organic, and so sometimes it's a trade-off. There's no heavy cream, just heavy whipping cream, but this is $2.99 for a pint, and like I said, generally when I'm here, I really do stock up on that stuff. It is really yummy, amazing, fantastic, super fantabulous stuff. Y'all have heard me talk about it. Here it is, live and in person. Trader Joe's cream cheese. It's $1.69. It's made from cows not treated with RBST, and I love this yummy stuff. Again, I usually buy 10 containers at a time. The clerk always asks me what I'm making with it, and I always just smile and say breakfast or dinner or lunch. They also have a goat's milk. This is the best, or a goat's milk creamy cheese. The stuff is really, really good and creamy. And they have Kerrygold butter. The Kerrygold here is $3.19. They have the salted and they have the unsalted. Again, it's cheaper than we have at home or close to where I am. And so generally I stock up and people ask what I'm buying, what I'm making, and I say breakfast, and usually I'm making it for coffee. Their sour cream, it's a great price. They have organic, it's $2.19. But this is one of my favorite things too. I have everything side by side. Creme fraiche. See, look, it even matches me. Matches my outfit. I didn't plan that, but it's precious. $3.49 for the creme fraiche, less than 1 gram. I've talked about this before. Mix it with some of the full fat yogurt, and to make it really, really thick, you can make it sweet or savory. Put a few berries in there. Now you're talking. They also have mascarpone, and mascarpone is similar. This is an Italian sweet cream, and creme fraiche is French. So I'm going to be French tonight. Love this stuff. Comfort food at its best. Okay, so you guys are going to know what a hick I am, but I love this stuff. Look at this Greek olive medley, $3.99. It is 10 ounces and it is divine. And olive tapenade, oh yeah, just a spoon, that's all you need. Okay, so here are the deli meats I was telling you about. A lot of these are uncured. I'm trying to find, this is my family's favorite. $3.49 for Black Forest ham. It is 8 ounces, and I buy those 4 and 5 packs at a time. Like I said, I get to go maybe once a month, so yeah, it doesn't take a lot to make me excited, but those are great to have on hand. And then when I make my Reuben casserole, I keep the, well, you can use pastrami, but yeah, here it is. I use this pastrami, the uncured sliced, and 2 of those makes like a double batch, enough to feed my family, and they're $4.99. They have Applegate Farms, they have other uncured meats, but my favorite is, or my family's favorite, is the Black Forest ham. Now, let's go to the cheese department. I'm going to try to contain myself. Okay, sorry, before I got to the cheeses, I got distracted by the pork belly. I look at the pork belly, and I think, get in my belly. If you have not had this, it is fantastic. Pork belly is just a delicacy, and it says to serve it with mac and cheese. Now don't you dare go serving this with any mac and cheese, but pork belly, you take this, fry it up really, really crispy in the skillet, and you will thank me later. You'll send me flowers. Okay, so I'm in the cheeses, and yeah, they've got the organic string cheese and a great price for that. When I'm shopping sometimes I need a snack, or if I'm traveling, this is a really good option, $2.49, I like that. But the cheeses, if you haven't taken a trip through the cheeses, they have double cream cheeses, which means it has extra wonderful fat in it. Here is a brie. Look at this. Yeah, doesn't that look fantastic? Triple cream, soft, ripened cheese imported from France. Fantastic. Oh, and they have a goat milk brie. Lots of wonderful. Here's a double cream brie. This is what I usually get. I hadn't seen the triple cream. This is a double cream brie. Fantastic. Have it with some fresh veggies. They have a bacon cheddar cheese that my daughter really loves. And this is my husband's favorite. So if you ever see me in Trader Joe's, you'll know it's me because I'm the crazy lady with 7 or 8 of these in my buggy. This, my friends, unexpected cheddar. It is $3.99 each. My husband adores it. It is one of his favorite things on this earth besides me. They also have brie bites. These things are great for traveling. Oops, sorry, I'm having a hard time getting them up. They also have really good prices on the crumbled blue cheese and crumbled feta. I love having this on hand for recipes. And then this is super inexpensive, and I always keep this on hand because it serves for so many things. But the Parmesan Romano Asiago cheese, see that stuff is like $2.99, and you can't find that any cheaper anywhere else. So that's a really good price. The pancetta is $2.99. I'm sorry, $3.29. Pancetta is like bacon, but has a lot more flavor, a little more ham-like. It's an Italian bacon, but there's just so many fantastic cheeses. I don't feel like I'm doing justice to the cheese department. They have some raw milk cheeses here as well, and the prices are much more reasonable than what you're going to find at Whole Foods. So if you're in a Trader Joe's, check that out. Now, let's go nuts. Okay, not only are the prices on nuts fantastic here at Trader Joe's, but they also have almond meal. Now, almond meal is a little more coarse than almond flour. I don't like to bake with it, but it is an option, and it's $5.99 for 16 ounces, which is not bad at all. They also have, in addition to having great prices, they also have raw nuts. Now remember, we don't want nuts roasted in canola oil or other undesirable oils. So this is raw almonds, and it's $6.49 for 16 ounces. They also have raw cashew pieces, and that's $5.49. Cashews are carbier than almonds, and they have whole cashews as well. One of the best low-carb nuts are macadamia nuts, and we stock up on those. Now, I do order them online, wholesale, from Just Nuts or Whole Nuts, but this is $8.99, which is really a good price for macadamias. And my husband's asked for those, so I definitely would take those along. We also have pumpkin seeds. They grab the raw. They're raw pumpkin seeds, and you can grind those up and cook with them. So they're not a bad option at all. So there are pecan pieces. There's all kinds of yumminess in the nuts aisle. So if you go to Trader Joe's, go nuts. Okay, I'm putting myself out here at even suggesting this, but they have freeze-dried raspberries and freeze-dried strawberries. Now, one bag, this entire bag, is 29 grams of carbs, total carbs. It's more like 18 net carbs. Just a tablespoon of this is a lot of flavor in muffins, 2 tablespoons, and very low carb. The same thing with the strawberries. They're freeze-dried, but they're not sweetened. So it's a great option if you're doing baking. Remember, it absorbs the fat because as it rehydrates. And so no sugar added. The freeze-dried strawberries and freeze-dried raspberries are really good for baking and cooking if you're going to eat fruit. So I used to love to come to Trader Joe's and get the jerky. Look, wild salmon jerky, and there's buffalo jerky, and there's turkey jerky, and there's uncured bacon jerky. See the pig? He's really kind of cute, but guess what? He's got sugar in them. They all have sugar in some form or another. So I'm going to stick with my Nick Sticks and leave the jerky with Joe. I'm going to take a minute to say a little bit about almond milk. If you're buying almond milk, here's an unsweetened vanilla. It is 2 carbs per cup, and it doesn't have anything undesirable in it. There's also an unsweetened original flavor, and it doesn't have anything bad in it either. But be careful with the flavors. Here's an Almond Breeze. This has sugar in it. So as always, read the ingredients and all of that. Probably that's the only brand I would get, even though some of it's organic. This is organic, but it has sugar. So again, you can't just look at the carb count, the nutritional information. Always check the ingredients too. And if you make your bulletproof coffee, this is the coffee cup quintet. It has various flavors. It's $8.99 for 20 pods, which is not bad. They also have for $4.99 the coffee cups. There are 12 in there for $5, and the coffee's actually pretty good. Okay, and you guys know I usually don't talk about the produce, but at Trader Joe's, they have such fantastic produce. They have the hearts of romaine that I generally buy. This is $2.49 for a pack of 3.